Hello. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. This is Zett-ro playing Reverse 1999. We still have like a few more chapters for the event 1.5 like story, which is Revival the Uluru games. I don't think we can finish it now, but I believe it's probably gonna be like a really short stream then. Although maybe the story is gonna be longer. I mean, I did think that I thought that I can like finish it in like 4 hours ish or something. Hang on. Is it me or is it lagging? I mean, it's like I don't know, my PC's been lagging like since earlier. It's just I don't know what happened. Oh, I already have a Max Bond character. And then to remove tenant. I was actually not racing any other character. I don't, because I already have like a set, like I have 2 teams set, but I guess it should be like more experimental than that. I guess let's just put Spato there for now.
Faster! Faster!
Okay. Okay, RPS. Just like choose like any. Oh, okay. I did not expect that. I thought I was gonna lose again. Holy shit. Okay. Sodra doesn't consume a try. Okay, so I guess we really need to think like what the system is gonna choose. Nice. Alright. I have a feeling it's gonna be scissors or something. Yep, it is. Oh, let's say this. Just one more. And then the last one, the map. Should be fine.
This trial is mine to judge. A tooth for a tooth. Pay for thy sins with thy blood. Resistance
Peace
is
and love! Peace and love! Don't touch my bag! They're just start me up! Nice! Rock! Change the world!
Ah, that's a waste of damage, I'm gonna lie. Oh.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Oh, there's more. Alright. That was just one part of the map. One awakened character. Wait, which character was it again? Oh, right, it was Mr. Apple, right? Two characters from the Beyond to accelerate actually speed. Okay, I believe I don't have a character like that. Yep. I believe I already cycled through everyone. Oh wait, it's two characters. Since I can't like really easily guess what that is. Oh, okay. $8 is $8, my guy, so I'm not gonna waste it. Anything else? I guess nothing really. Okay, let's continue. Everything is going smoother than expected.
Laplace has forwarded the Uluru Games application to the Foundation, and it has been moving smoothly in the system in the last 2 weeks. I heard that from Mr. Slouchat on the phone this morning. They believe it will be a good opportunity to build a positive image for Arcanists, and it will strengthen the communication between them and humans. The Foundation is happy to see that happen.
Then when will we have the result of the application?
The procedure is long and complicated. Besides, the safety reports were only submitted a few days ago, so it will take at least 20 days.
20 days? If we start the construction after that, we'll never make it on the opening day. The engineers said the construction will take at least a month and a half.
That's almost the fastest they can do. Can we postpone it a bit more?
I'm afraid not. I already postponed it until half a month later for the construction. Summer will be over if we wait any longer.
It's okay. We have talked about the construction arrangement. We may start the renovation ourselves and move on to other things when we have more people to help. As I demonstrated here, if we plan it properly, we may be able to finish the construction in a month. By then, we can start the event as Miss Spathadia first planned.
Gosh, I already checked the schedule 100 times. How did you manage to cut down 15 days from nowhere? This is unbelievable. You're a genius, Ezra. I guess the games would have died on the vine without you.
It's nothing extraordinary compared to what a real human genius can do. Don't forget Arcanists are the pillar of the games.
Let me see. Divide the construction team into 3 groups, one building the entrance, and the other 2 repairing the internal ceiling and walls. The internal ceiling and walls? Ezra, I have never made that request to the construction team. You must be mistaken. We need not repair what's inside the stadium.
I added it to the list. I have investigated the site with some workers from the construction team. The stadium is ancient. The walls are badly weathered and can barely hold up anything. It has become more of a natural scenic spot than a stadium for sports. For safety reasons, we might use a support structure made of alloy to...
No! Definitely no!
Pasadilla stands up quickly, overturning the chair.
This is the Uluru Stadium we're talking about, not some office building on the street. I will not let you in. I wouldn't have left the gate open if you told me your plan earlier.
But what about the audience, Miss Spathadia? How are we going to look after their safety? If one of the walls or the ceiling collapses, how can they escape?
Nothing like that has happened before. Not even one case in the past hundreds of years.
That is 100 of years ago, though.
Nothing stays the same forever. We have to foresee the danger before it is too late.
They can run away from the danger themselves.
Excuse me.
You already figured it out, right? The stadium can get rid of fatigue from Arcanists and adjust their conditions and arcane abilities to their best. Even if accidents really happened, they can protect themselves. The prophets and diviners will also warn the others. We never needed metal bars above our heads to protect us.
What about the human audiences? They have no superpower, nor super senses. They can't fly a broom or teleport themselves. They can't even get themselves out of a packed room. In your plan, how are you going to ensure their safety?
Humans? What are they doing in the stadium?
Never
There's
considered.
never been a single human in the Uluru Games. None of them have managed to find the entrance, not to mention enter it.
But I am human, Miss Spathadia. You invited me to the games. It's also you who told me that humans, like myself, can enter the Uluru Stadium if it shows itself.
The cup in his hand falls onto the table.
I thought you were different. You showed concern about Arcanist, and you helped us a lot. You're a kind human.
But I'm not special. I'm no greater than any other humans. I don't deserve to be treated differently. I'm just one of the majority, an ordinary human. If I can be accepted by the stadium, so can other humans.
Ezra presses on the map dotted with red marks, dragging the arc he drew towards himself.
Fathadia, Ezra, guys, calm down. This is not the time for a fight. This is not the time? When shall we have it then? The world is full of sports games for humans, one after another and another. But this is the only sports game for Arcanists. Why don't you go mind your own games? And haven't humans stolen enough from us? They even made our arcane skills accessible to them. They modified arcane gadgets and added some science stuff, and bang! The arcane tricks I know suddenly become something new. Some invention exclusive for humans' use. And now they're even taking away the Uluru Stadium with metal bars! It was me who found the stadium, and I'm not giving it to anyone!
Not to be outdone, the girl pulls the map to her side.
Taking away? No, I have never thought of taking anything away from you, Miss Fathadia. I was just trying to help, like most of the Laplace researchers. We spend most of our time in the lab. We read, we study day and night. We weren't doing it to make humans noble, not for Arcanists. Those products and achievements, they are the fruit of the combination of Arcanum and science. They were made to make everyone's life better.
One side is full of sullen resentment.
Make life better? Get out! You think I never saw the ad of Laplace? Guide Arcanum with science. Tame the orderless power with sense. That's what you tell the people!
The other side seems unwilling and filled with grievance. Spathadia cranes out to Ezra, her face flushed with anger.
Sense will guide sentiments, so as to prevent the latter from destroying itself in the flames. You have to tend to the flames carefully, to understand them, protect them from danger. This is what I've been taught, and this is also the principle I've always acted upon. And this very suitcase that we are staying in is also placed at the entrance made by humans. You shouldn't think so ill of them when you're standing on it.
The rational, delicate boy frowns and grips the pen until his finger whitens.
We were only trying to help. That's all.
Rip. The drawing is torn into two pieces, underneath which the table in between seemed like the King's Canyon.
I'm out! It's pointless arguing with a rude human who has no respect for Arcanists!
First trotting, then scooting and running, Spathadia storms towards the room at the end of the hallway. Bang, she slams the door and shuts the world out.
Sorry. I will go back to my room now.
Head lowered and murmuring, Ezra runs away from the table as if chased.
It's a nice map.
She puts the two pieces together, but the crack on the paper still can't be ignored.
It shouldn't be left in halves. What do you think?
Oh, Uluru is also there.
I don't like the idea of giving up. And I have never messed up a job once I took it. I'll take care of this, and you look after that. What do you say?
Ulu, are you alright?
I'm fine. I just feel a bit dizzy. My head has been feeling heavy since the battle against the bunyips, and sometimes even my body feels itchy. I think I'll be fine after I fully recover.
Lulu shakes her head and picks up a broken map.
Leave this half to me. I'll talk to her.
Thanks, Ulu. I'll request another raise of your accelerants from Laplace. Desert Flannel, you take care of Ezra. I'll follow the progress of the Foundation's examination. Let's move, friends.
The people set out for their targets one after another, leaving only empty chairs in the room. Oh shit, more of them. A small figure as black as cinder walks out of one pool of shadow, and then vanishes into the other.
What the heck did you say? What do you mean, no other progress? Progress of the Uluru Stadium renovation? Who the heck will buy our newspaper for this piece of shit?
His mustache quivers with every angered breath.
Sorry, sir. We haven't been able to find anything new about the revival squad for a long time. They didn't even step out of that suitcase in the last 2 weeks after we got their names in the papers. Neither did we hear anything from the source.
A file filled with papers is thrown into McAvoy's face.
I'm not hiring a notorious journalist like you for this boring news. Get out and find more. Some big and breaking news like that revival squad of Uluru games in City Hall with Bunny Girl.
The chief editor storms off, leaving his lion's roar. Oh.
It's you. Good timing.
The tiny bunny swiftly crawls up McAvoy's leg and winds around his finger. Seconds later, turns into a spot of ink.
On the edge of total disruption. The revival squad turn against each other. I knew it. A group of monkeys. This is fun. The chief editor and that chick will both enjoy this.
His body keeps trembling, and trembling, until he can't help but let out uncontrollable laughter. Okay. Australian Journal of Biological Behavior. A study on the effect of changes in water temperature in bunyips lie detection mechanism. Experimental samples. Number 1. 12 adult bunyips numbered YP01 to YP12. Each approximately 10 feet long, divided into 2 groups, A and B, with 6 in each group and with a balanced gender ratio. Number 2. 3 human volunteers numbered V1, V2, and V3. Number 3. 2 large enclosed aquariums capable of accommodating a total of 12 bunyips. Number 4. 3 color picture cards placed in a sealed, unlit box depicting apples, bananas, and pears respectively. The method. Number 1. Place the 12 bunyips from groups A and B into their corresponding aquariums while ensuring freshwater quality and oxygen quantity are consistent. Ensure that Group A's water temperature is set to 14 degrees centigrade and that Group B's is set to 32 degrees centigrade. Number 2. Direct V1 to enter the room and select one of the picture cards from the sealed box at random without showing it to the 2 groups of bunyips. Number 3. V1 then describes the selected fruit on the picture card to the two groups of bunyips. This description can be true or false. To avoid the personal traits of individual volunteers affecting the results, the voices of the volunteers must be altered and the volume unified. Number 4. Record the physiological responses of the two groups of bunyips, including dorsal fin vibration frequency, heart rate changes, and body temperature. Number 5. Replace the volunteer and repeat steps 2 to 4. Number 6. Determine the authenticity of the content described by volunteers via hidden camera recordings. Number 7. Compare the differences in physiological responses to true and false descriptions between the two groups of bunyips. Results. Number 1. When volunteers provided authentic descriptions, both groups of bunyips remained calm. Number 2. When volunteers provided false descriptions, dorsal fin vibration frequency and heart rate in both groups of bunyips increased significantly. Number 3. Both groups of bunyips could sensitively distinguish between the behavior of humans when lying and when telling the truth through physiological responses, and the higher the water temperature, the more sensitive the bunyips became. Conclusion and perspective optimizations. The individual YP07 in Aquarium B showed significant physiological deviation in its responses. Through retrospective analysis, we found that regardless of whether the description provided by the volunteers was false or not, YP07 was more likely to believe that the picture cards drawn depicted bananas. Whether this is because the individual concerned prefers bananas or because the high water temperature affected YP07's judgment in a way that made YP07 more willing to believe that the fruit on the card was a tropical nature has yet to be determined. Follow-up research will expand and optimize the current experimental setup between where did between come from? Experimental setup based on the two assumptions in order to study the correlation between them. Alright. Oh, that's where between came from. Yeah. Okay. We do have a spot to the alright. Need to clear out the revival journals for Ezra and Desert Flannel. Research notes. Name: white milk mushroom. Its introduction in the guidebook states that it is also known as the spicy milk mushroom. Is it really that spicy? I don't think I want to find out. Discovery: this mushroom was discovered at the foot of the Dandenong Ranges, in the shade beside the stream. To prevent it from drying out, I placed it on a cloche? And brought it home with me. External appearance: the cap is semi-spherical in shape and has a diameter of approximately 3 centimeters. Its appearance is very unique, with soft gills and a cap and stem as white as snowflakes. Unfortunately, it only grows on the foot of the ranges, not at the sometimes snowy peaks. Beneath its cap lie many small spore sacs, which when opened reveal spores of a creamy hue. Tissue sample. I cut off a small piece and when observing it under a microscope, could see that the pileus was tender and the curved hyphae were thick and wavy or annual. The structure is very similar to other milk caps, with differences mainly reflected in color and mycelial morphology. Function: edibility. Being a wild mushroom, it can be eaten raw or used as a cooking ingredient. Even after being sliced, its milk-white juice retains its inherently spicy flavor, stimulating the appetite and thus making it suitable for use as a seasoning. I'll take good care of it, whether for research or as an emergency food reserve, should the need arise. Medicinal value. White milk mushroom extracts boast anti-inflammatory and antioxidant pharmacological properties. Its polysaccharides, I guess, is, you know, I don't know which one's correct. It's like I've never seen this word. And peptide components are used in anti-inflammatory drugs, and their inhibitory effects on tumor cells are also used in adjuvant therapy for malignant tumors. White milk mushrooms can enhance the body's immune system and enhance athletic performance. Does this mean Arcanists can use it as a nutritional supplement? I'll make note of this. I need to gather more data. Environmental indication. The white milk mushroom is highly sensitive to its growing environment. Thus, its growth status can provide a preliminary reflection of a forest's ecological health. This has caused it to become one of the ecological indicators for environmental assessment. Humidity, nitrogen, and pH levels are all indicators that correspond to the growth status of white milk mushrooms. This was an oversight on my part. I only recorded the growth location but forgot to test the environmental indicators. Treat this as a lesson and be more careful in the future. Okay. Okay, chance encounter between Poppy and Bunny in the suitcase. This is just a record. Okay, a chance encounter. Floppy raises its head. Floppy, woogle. Bunyip raises his forelimbs and slowly approaches Bunyip. Floppy takes a step back and stops and observes. Floppy goes cuckoo. Bunyip rolls sideways. Bunyip. Floppy flutters its wings. Bunyip flips its front paws. Wait, but it's like Bunyip. Ah! Floppy tilts his head and touches the Bunyip's paw. Floppy, cool. Bunyip circles Floppy, shaking its head rapidly. Bunyip. God dang it. I know I could have just skipped it, but like, you know, it's probably like a bit entertaining to read it aloud. Alright. The door is closed.
Hi, it's Vertin. Miss Desert Flannel, is Ezra still with you? Miss Desert Flannel? Spathadia has decided to supervise the construction herself, and Ulu is now with her at the site. I'm wondering how you are doing with Ezra. No response. Are they... not in the room? I knew it.
A note has been left on the desk beside the bed.
Huh? Showing Ezra what the world is like. Be right back. Desert Flannel.
Watch your feet and your head. The people here never look down. That's how you get muddy shoes when you're out here. Here, take my hand.
Are they?
Miss Desert Flannel? What is this place? What are we doing here?
Something that needs to be done, and something that needs to be said.
The deeper they go, the louder the cheering they hear from the crowd.
Hey, big bloke! Don't get in my way!
The big guy steps aside, a ray of light penetrates the air and pierces Ezra's eyes, and the only thing he can see is boundless white.
This is...
up of the rugby game. It's not a formal game, but the audience's enthusiasm is burning. I mean, it's hard to get a ticket. But I'm Desert Fanny, and I know people on the streets, even when we're outside Melbourne.
Sorry, I've never watched any games, and I don't know the rules of rugby. I don't think I will understand any of this. Do you mind?
No, I'm cool with that, because the game is not what we're after. You see that guy over there? That's Tom, a shining new star in the NRL. The best fullback they've ever had. He's from the Melbourne Sailcar Club. They have a seagull as their club's mascot with a fish and a chip in its mouth.
Yes. Okay.
And that bloke over there, that's Kip Carl of the Hobart Blue Lake. He's the kind of player who knows how to really tackle. They call him the Unbreakable King. And lastly, I want you to look at that smaller guy. That's Russell. Doesn't look tough, does he? But he is the slippery Jerboa because, man, he is fast when he gets the ball.
But what is this to do with us? I still don't understand.
Ezra, guess how many of them are arcanists?
Nice one! Nice one! Russell made it again! Excellent interception! The key score, Narrajabo is slippery as butter. Run for it, Russell! Victory is going to the Shepherds of Melbourne!
On the green field, Russell is roaring excitedly after his goal. He draws a cross, symbolizing victory on his uniform.
Russell! 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 Russell!
Wave after wave, the cheer of the audience swells through the field. Ezra, however, is pulled by a sudden force at his arm and heads out of the stadium. Inside the dark and long tunnel, Desert Flannel marches without hesitation.
Mankind is known for their physical resilience and endurance. That is to say, Tom and Kip Carl are humans, while Russell, whose skills and unpredictability are his strengths, is an arcanist.
A reasonable deduction. Physical resilience and varied skills are indeed the respective features of mankind and arcanists. However, things are not as simple as they appear.
She stops at the door, turns the doorknob, and pushes it open. Hey, this is the locker room. What welcomes them is a mixed smell of sweat, dust, grass, and medicine together with occasional curses. Players, black and blue, are busy coming and going. Nobody has time to take care of these two trespassers.
In fact, all of them are arcanists.
Give me that thing.
Here. Be careful. Don't overdose. Painkillers are addictive, you know. And the newspaper's gonna interview you, champions, so don't get high in front of the camera. Hey, listen.
Sporting is great fun, but it can also be dangerous, especially for sports like rugby, MMA, or boxing, which involve a lot of intense physical contact. And the arcanists who are good at healing will naturally become the best athletes of all. 15 minutes. That's all they take. Most of the arcane treatments take only 15 minutes to heal the patient. And before that happens, the athletes would just take painkillers to help themselves get through the game. And after the 15 minutes, they are refreshed and healthy, like those athlete dolls you find in the souvenir store. They can slide, impact like a maniac, and don't have to worry about missing any important sporting sessions if injured.
This is an advantage?
That's right. An unbelievable advantage. But are they really as good as they look? Their glory comes with a price. Ligament damage and the irreversible tears keep recurring. But there is still an elephant in the room. It paces around, making noises which are unfit for the place. Like this conversation we're having in the locker room. But on the sports field, where blood boils, power and strength are the only things that matter. Nobody has the time to stop and ask what we're doing here, just like they don't have the time to notice the elephant. 10 years ago, Margaret of Broken Hill was invincible on the court. In August last year, she died on the last day of winter.
Did she die of recurrent injuries? It's very likely that Arcanist athletes who repeatedly get injured and heal themselves would get hurt on the same body part in the future. Their body will become fragile. They might even twist their ankle from walking. Sometimes even break a bone or two.
No, she died from an overdose. She needed a horrific amount of painkillers to ease her pain. So much that her body was overwhelmed.
This is cruel. We have to report this to the Foundation and solve it once and for all. The athletes could have played in a safer way if given help.
It's rare to see the boy being so unsure and nervous. An astonished look takes over his pretty girlish face. Desert Flannel ponders and looks at him.
But what if I tell you the Arcanists also don't have a choice? For humans who have the talent for sports, they can win medals with their physical strength.
So, Arcanists have to make the most of their advantages to keep abreast with their competitors?
Silently nods.
I had no idea.
I'm sorry. Truly.
Desert Flannel once again puts her hand on his shoulder and pulls the boy into her arms in a sisterly embrace.
I didn't mean to make you feel guilty. Nor did I deliberately put you in pain. But Ezra, I was once one of them. I used to live on the prize money. I'm only telling the truth. It is happening every day, every moment, and every second. Drug addiction, premature senility, and irreversible physical damage. This is almost a destined end for every Arcanist athlete. And nobody is held accountable for this. Not the clubs or the hosts of the games. Drug abuse is a personal behavior. That's it. Those people who are passionate about sports and don't want to lead a life without them. I have no idea how they would make a living or handle a quiet life, so I know they don't have much of a choice. The sport industry of humans is generous. They offer equal chances to human and Arcanist athletes. But it's also cruel, and the athletes are like the girls in Cinderella's story, who wish their feet would fit the glass slippers. They have no choice but to cut off part of their heels to earn the glory.
This isn't fair. These sports and rules are not appropriate for Arcanists. They have been treated unjustly. They aren't taken seriously and respected as athletes. Is Spathadia one of them? That's why she was so furious.
So the rumor that they are turning against each other is true. Camera, this way. This is the human representative of the event.
You were that paparazzi.
This is not how a polite kid would address others, Mr. Ezra. I am just a concerned journalist who ran into you while reporting a rugby game.
Watch your mouth, mister. This is harassment.
She covers Ezra and rapidly moves backwards, but behind them are still clicking cameras.
We are cornered.
Then we will break his camera and let him know the price of being a long-tongued liar.
Fight, fight, fight.
This trial is mine to judge. An eye for an eye. Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Peace and love! Peace and love! They're just little games. Start me up! Woohoo! Release! Left hand up! Now right hand up!
Resistance is futile.
They're just little games.
A tooth for a tooth.
Start me up! Nice!
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
The puppy of...
Are you ready to be blinded? Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Release! Start me up!
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Hip hip! Hooray!
No, there's like... Oh. Okay. Extra from indigenous sports. Alright. Extra from indigenous sports. Running tracks, sport courts, and lawns. These places are where key memories in an individual's journey of growth are born. At every moment, every second throughout history, people have been competing, running, striking, and jumping somewhere in this land. It was through friendly competition and childish games, throwing stones and tree seeds, that children learned the basics of hunting. As they grew older, they would climb tree trunks to pick wild fruit and hone their nimble movements and footing. The youth walked upon redwood branches, placing stones on their knees, then sought to catch the most dazzling sparks from the fire. Tree seeds, trunks, and branches. It is from the top of a eucalyptus tree that our lives can be seen. This is the old saying that accompanies the tradition of the arcanists. Arcanists journeyed through dense forests and rivers, hiking to reach the belly of the earth, Uluru. The tickets. A crumpled ticket stub, covered in creases and watermarks. The handwriting on the front of it has become blurred. Australian Football Championship preliminaries. Sailors versus Hobart Lakers. Match time. Saturday 3rd, 19 something to 19:30. I guess this means like 19 o'clock probably. Ticket type. DC 216. Ticket price $19.99. Points for attention. Please keep your ticket safe and present it upon entry. Dangerous and flammable materials are strictly prohibited from the venue. Minors must be accompanied by, I guess, adults before and after the competition, and competition staff will guide spectators in entering and exiting the venue in an orderly manner. Tickets are available in limited quantities. Fortunately, something. The ticket stub was currently torn off here.
Spathadia, it's not all your fault.
The tools are scattered all over the place, but no one is working at the site. The young girl sits on the ground, leaning against the timber and burying her head into her palms.
No, you don't have to be nice. I'm not capable of the job. I should have known when I couldn't even fill in some forms correctly. I don't know how to supervise the construction team. They all left and my schedule's in a mess now. I'm hasty and careless. I actually lost my temper with the people who tried to help me. And I also did that to Ezra.
Lowering her head even further, Spathadia sobs.
Intention, and he's not a bad guy. Maybe some humans mistreated us, but that has nothing to do with him. And all the others. I should have got out of his face right away. I screwed up the Uluru Games. What I did was not out of friendship or sportsmanship at all. I'm just a nuisance. I'm not qualified for the priestess.
Mommy, listen. Come here and listen to me.
The flame flies near her and wipes the tears and snot off her face.
Everyone makes mistakes. That's what your mom told you when I was still asleep, remember?
Yes.
Everyone makes mistakes. Especially young people. We were of the same age in the past. It feels awkward to talk like an elder to you. But now, I have to address you as child. You are 14 now. Remember what I was like at your age? I appeared out of the campfire, so young and naive. My flame was beautiful, yet lethal as well. I couldn't control myself, not to mention understand others.
But my situation is different. I said something really bad, and I already...
It's impossible that you make no mistake or do everything perfectly. You just need to face them and learn from them. You stepped into the muddy river, that's fine. Just keep going towards the clean stream. The point is, you must know your mistake and apologize to the friends you've hurt. You still have room for improvement and the opportunity to avoid the lasting regret.
Lasting regret? What's worse than what I'm dealing with? I can't think of anything. Ooh, I'm screwed. maybe Flammy is a better choice for you than Spathadia. My name has changed, and I can no longer be your best partner. Neither can I be Verdon's good partner, nor Ezra's, nor Desert Flannel's.
The little girl asked a question, containable
This is my
tears
second life,
rolling around his
but
cheeks.
I still feel like an idiot. What was I like in the previous life? Did I grow up? Did I hurt my friend? Did I have fights with you? Remember our fight, Flammy? Yes. We were arguing who contributed the most to the first games. What a trifle. That's right. We had a huge fight over this trifle. We never meant to win the fight. All we wanted was recognition and love. But in the end, we didn't talk anymore. This lasted for several days. Then I tried to find you to make it up. Make it up? I don't remember that at all. Because I didn't make it. You were in the distance when I found you. The next second, you were attacked by a toxic red snake ambushing from the bush. Its venom made you pass out within seconds. The witch doctor stayed by your bed for 3 days before they sent you to the grave. I didn't even have the chance to apologize.
The dim flame keeps flickering. Large tears roll down Ulu's face and drop into the fire, evaporating into steam sizzling.
You never grew up, my friend. I'm already an old flame after such a long time, while you are still a teenage girl. So, I'm really happy to see you again, and really sorry that we once grew apart. I see. Thank you for telling me, Ulu.
Spathadia opens her arms and wraps her friend. She feels tears dripping on her chest, but soon they get warm inside the heat of the flame.
You are in my heart, dear friend. We once burned together as a whole. No one knows my heartbeat better than you do. I will grow up as you wish. I will find Ezra and make it up to him.
Isn't that convenient? Here we are.
Hair messed up, the owner of the voice supports herself with the hands on her knees, panting.
Desert Flannel, Ezra, what's the hurry?
Well,
That was... Hell, those guys were chasing us like crazy. Anyway, that's why we are out of breath. A paparazzi was following us, and as we were running in the desert, we ran into a bunch of thorny devils.
I see. We'll deal with this problem before we talk. Give me 5 minutes. They will no longer be a problem for us.
yes. Alright.
This trial is mine to judge.
Stop it! They're just little games. Woohoo! Release! Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
Resistance is futile.
A
Do
tooth
this and
The
then do
puppy
this.
agreed with your decision.
Feel its pain and know its regret.
Start me up! They're just this little game. Left hand up, now right hand up. Lights!
Using troops.
The counterattack finally stops the thorny devils, hissing and moaning. The monsters turn tail to hide in the darkness.
Yes! Finally drove them away.
2 weeks ago, you were in the column Whose Heart is Hurt by Fire Kangaroos and Housing Stress.
Huh?
Oh shit, it's the paparazzi. Yet another trouble is approaching, accompanied by dazzling flashing lights.
Would you care to make a statement?
That was just an accident, not a misconduct. The fire goes out of control very easily, as it's fire after all. Young people.
Besides, you and your fellow team members were seen chasing after a metal UFO on the back of a wooden horse. Rumor also has it that an alien power is behind the revival of the Uluru Games, and the very power has also controlled your mind. Would you run a checkup to clarify?
What do you mean? Mr. Alien T is good and kind. He has never had any ill thoughts.
Ah, Mr. Alien T, is that the name?
Excitement beams from the journalist's eyes. Countless microphones are reached out towards Ezra.
So, you've known this alien well. Are you involved in the evil plans of taking over Earth? Are you an evil scientist?
They need to get out.
When and where did you first meet this alien as an evil scientist working for Laplace? What was your first thought of the meeting?
The answer is much simpler than you think.
The arcane ritual shimmers, silhouetting a figure against the light.
Mr. Alien T and I met in a very simple way. It was in the office of a Foundation branch, New Mexico, USA. My first
Is
thought...
that a skin?
Well, there's a UFO here.
Vernon, you're back! Huh? What's that thing beside you?
Greetings, Miss Bethany.
Oh, that's
I've heard
Slouchhath.
about the legendary story of yours.
Jeez. An Australian slouch hat decorated with a parrot feather is floating in the air beside Burton.
He's a hat. As well as a helping hand.
And greetings to everyone. I'm Slouch Hat.
Go, go!
Unlike them, I'm sure most of you in the media industry know, or at least have heard of me.
Slouch hat flies in the air elegantly, as if the invisible owner took it off from their head and put it on his chest and bowed to the
I'm a member
people.
of the Northern Australia Rangers. Also, the spokesman of the St. Pavlov Foundation, Australia branch. These days, the reopening of the Uluru Games has attracted much focus, and speculations have reached such a pitch that we have to respond. Here, I will answer your questions about the Uluru Games. Starting from you, the ardent Mr. Makawar.
Called by their name, the leader of the crowd slowly turns around.
Of course. It's my pleasure.
Did you see Mako's face? It made my day. I feel happy, contented, overjoyed. Now that we have the Foundation's people on our side, he can off for good.
You know him well.
He's our enemy, Vernon.
He's your enemy?
Mind what you're saying. We are not enemies. I don't even know him.
Whoa!
You don't even know him? And he's not your enemy. I don't quite get your relationship. Things can be complicated between men and women nowadays. You're still too young to understand it. Don't worry, you will get it at my age. So it's a kind of experience one must grow old enough to learn. The current life expectancy is 50 to 75 years. I don't think I will ever reach your age.
No. Don't put it like that. You're confusing the kids.
Desert Flannel bounces up from the sofa, waving her arms between Ulu and Ezra to separate them.
Alright, now I, as one of the parties involved in this story, will explain it to you very clearly.
Oh, wait!
What?
Where's Ezra? He's not here.
He just went back to his room. He didn't come out when we left.
Oh, was that a typo then? Rubbing her neck to clear her throat, Desert Flannel nods in the direction of Ezra's room.
Are you going to talk to him first, or will you stay for my little anecdote? I won't tell the story again. It's way too embarrassing to tell twice.
No. The girl hesitates. But kids can never say no to a story.
I'll listen to your story first, and then I'll go talk to him right away.
Okay. Okay. Gonna go take a quick bathroom break first. So yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright. Nope. Hold on. Alright. Uluru Games Compendium, page 7. A photograph of Samantha Green in the 500-meter Water Beast steeplechase, 1921, artificially colorized. The world champion of the 500-meter Water Beast steeplechase defended her title for 3 consecutive events. The Water Beast yielded at her feet like a timid little kitten. But is it really possible for anyone to get along with Water Beast this effortlessly? Does Water Beast blood in fact flow through her veins? All very good questions, but I'll tell you now, it's very likely. Note well, I'll be telling Mia the truth behind this secret next week. Photograph of Sophie Rogers in the Incantation Duel, 1922, well preserved. Although there was some controversy over the refereeing in her retirement competition, it did not impede Sophie Rogers' smooth induction into the Hall of Fame. She pioneered in the strategy of using levitation techniques and telekinesis incantations to launch defensive counterattacks, becoming an idol to the young generation at the time. A photograph of Benjamin Stone in the team dressage competition 1918, slightly damaged. The Ocean Circus, led by Benjamin Stone, became the dark horse in this year's team dressage event. In the semi-finals, they toppled the dominant position of local frontrunners, the Kangaroo Mountain Rangers. Who would have thought they could reach such seamless degree of understanding with their seahorses? Right. Hey, that's the last spot I needed. Right? Zetto. Okay, a plea of innocence. A plea of innocence from extraterrestrial beings. My dear friends, have you read the latest issue of the Nagger? Of course, I'm always keen to see what lies those lowlives will come up with next. Yes, that's right, lies. It's all lies. Look at me. Just like a frisbee, my floating doo-doo billboard. Can you imagine this being the outfit of an alien spy? Please rest assured, Mr. Alien T, we both are rotatable circular objects, so I am naturally inclined to believe what you say. Actually, you can't say it's not suspicious at all. Uh-huh. Ah, but the Naggers, who's so confident about alien invaders, isn't exactly the most reliable source. When will the rag publish something that even remotely resembles the truth? They also called me a prime example of young people today being crushed by the pressure of the housing crisis. What a load of crap. Yeah, that's right. It's all a big conspiracy orchestrated by those stinky sock wearers at the area survey office. Another ridiculous footnote in an absurd battle of office politics. I appreciate the fact that you trust me, really. Don't worry too much, my friend. No lie lasts forever. Everything has to come to an end at some point, and sometimes we have to take care of the big problems before the little ones start to settle out. I never imagined UFO would cause such an uproar. To be frank, I'm quite shocked by all this. Just lay low and it'll blow over in no time. Jeez. Oh, last chapter already. Oh, where is it? Desert Plano? Alright. I don't know, there's... I guess there's one more. Wait, what? Insight 3 level 20? Seriously? Like, dude, I don't think I can reach that level yet. I do believe I'm at Insight 2. Right? I'm at least like Insight 2.
What Watch out, man.
Good day, my lord. You're too kind visiting me, and I regret.
The puppy is delighted by your visit.
Just hope this won't border me a lot. I just hope. Wait. I wonder if this is a typo. Because there's no way story is like more difficult than surprise level and arduous level. It's probably like Insight 2 level 20 or something. Or Insight 1. Or Insight 1 level 40. Last time it was like Insight 1 level 40, right? Tatamatte.
Lights? Checked. Width of the entrance? Checked. Support structure for the ceiling? Checked. Camera parrot for broadcasting the games? Very fluffy, so checked.
Pasadilla walks slowly along the clay runway, under the weight and bright rooftop of the renovated stadium.
Spare torch for the Uluru flame, obstacles for steeplechase, tenacity of the branches and temperature of the red clod. Alright, checked. Only one more item to go before the flame lighting ceremony this midnight. The Uluru flame. Huh? Ulu, you alright? What's with the tears? Did I make you sad again? No, nothing. I just have sand in my eyes.
Sand is common here. It gets into your eyes very easily. Just like when my granny saw me walking for the first time.
Young lady, you should have preserved the dignity of this old flame.
You burned me!
Ulu burning hot and energetic. Checked.
Taking off another check in the notebook, Pasadilla looks upwards.
Safety factor of the field? Checked. Laplace really did us a huge favor. Shame I haven't had the time to talk to Ezra since we had that fight. We were both busy, and when we met, it was...
What? You haven't talked about it? But I didn't feel anything wrong between you two.
You should have really
We
talked
did
about
make
it.
up, that's for sure. But we never really talked about the fight. It's like you break your knee and just cover the wound up with trousers, as if it had never been there. You may feel fine when you jump and run, but it hurts whenever you sit down for a break.
She scratches her hair and then starts to play with her fingers, a glum look on her face.
I wonder if Ezra and Verdun are going about with the patrol. Relax, Flammy. It will be the opening ceremony. Our checklist is even more intricately designed than a robe made with pine needles. Besides, the bunyips haven't turned up in quite a while. Everything is working like an unsinkable ship at sea. There isn't anything that may cause it to sink. All right. But the last ship that claimed to be unsinkable.
You mean the
What was
Titanic?
it called?
The stone door is opened without warning from behind the thinking girl.
Oh, I got it. We have an emergency. It's called the Titanic.
I bought tickets. Let me in. I came all the way here just for the Uluru Games because you said that it is open to all for the first time.
Everyone, please be patient.
Holding a microphone, McAvoy, stands on the power box, making him stand up from the group. The whirlwind brought up by the airship only makes the traveler's step more staggered.
We are now standing at the entrance to the Uluru Stadium, and this is where the rumored reincarnator will come with flames and bring about the rain. The rain will comfort the thirsty travelers and soothe their dry heels. I guarantee you, as the ambassador of the games, that no matter what your lineage is, you are welcome here as long as you have a ticket. All you need to do is wait patiently and with sincerity.
Sincerity? We've followed the guide and circled around the desert for a whole day. We need water and food. Some kids have become dehydrated.
Yes, we need water. We need to get into the Uluru Stadium. You've promised us.
We need water. We need to get into the Uluru Stadium.
We need water. We need to get in the Uluru Stadium.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Revival Squad, I'm sure you'll enjoy this gift from me.
We need water. We need to get to the Uluru Stadium. We need water. We need to get to the Uluru Stadium.
Getting louder and louder, the rumble shakes the whole desert, and echoes above the giant rock.
Gosh, it's him, that guy. How shameless. We never sold a single ticket or invited so many outsiders to the game. How can they tell such a lie?
He's whipping up public opinion. Just his greatest strength. I took a glance at the crowd. There were at least 3.
Wait lang.
It's the Eucalyptus Brotherhood. The leader is one of them. I know his face. Darn. Seems like they're not going to make this easy for me since I took their tickets. And there's Makua. How convenient for them.
We can't just leave them here. Outside the stadium, they have no food or shelter. They'll suffer sunstroke in no time.
How are you going to handle this?
Desert Flannel, do you still have those fake tickets?
Yeah, why?
Sell them.
Excuse me? I thought you knew that I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it for...
I know why you need money. You've always wanted to buy the house where your grandmother spent her life and raised you. It's important to you, just like the Uluru Games to me and Ulu. Ezra, Verdun, please contact the Foundation for help. Desert Flannel, I need you to prepare to guide the crowd and maintain order.
Athadia, you're not planning to...
Let's go all out, mates. I am going.
Okay. Holding the Uldu soaked in tears in her arms, Spathadia shakes off Desert Flannel's sweaty hands. A dry... Ah? Di yata. crowd's attention turns, murmurs around surround the girl like a vortex.
That is the daughter of the Uluru Stadium! Behind her! She's the girl in the newspaper!
What? That girl? Is the reincarnator? Oh dear, there she is! And look, that flame! Isn't that the Uluru flame in the newspaper? Open the gate for us, priestess! Show us the Uluru Stadium!
Open the gate for us! We have tickets! We have tickets!
Standing above the crowd, Makover raised his hand, showing everyone the ticket.
Open the gate for us! We have tickets! We have tickets!
Like a summoning. A tumultuous clamor goes up from the crowd, punctuated by Makover's questioning.
Look at those girls, my friends. That is Miss Lithodia and Miss Ulu. The newspapers have been praising them for facilitating the union of mankind and the Arcanists, bringing back the true spirit of sporting events and calling them the pioneer peacemakers.
In the name of the Uluru Flame, I swear it's not a lie.
Of course, of course. You are not lying. You never lie. No lies have been spoken. Every word was true. A junior student from Melbourne, an old soul, a reincarnator. What's her attitude and what will she do? Please, find out with me!
The microphone in his hand points up the sky, reflecting the airship's spotlight glaring down its path to the air. Scattering audio photos fall from the sky.
Humans? What are they doing in the stadium?
People hear Spatodia's voice crystal clear.
The world is full of sports games for humans. One after another and another. Guide Arcanum with science. Tame the orderless power with sense. And now they're even taking away the Uluru Stadium with metal bars!
That's... How ridiculous! She said she stands for peace, yet she has never considered mankind's safety, technology, assistance, or rights. Arcanus, Arcanus! That's all she's talking about!
It's the voice of... the priestess. How could she say that?
Nonsense! It is the first Uluru Games with the help of Laplace human technology. They've been talking about equality, peace, and love all the time.
Damn you! How could you be so despicable? All the constructions are built by Laplace. These are all human contributions. I'm out of here. It's not the Uluru Games. Not the one I heard from my grandma at all.
We should believe that. She's an honest girl. She would never have lied. Miss Spathodia, did you really say that?
Makover passes the microphone to Spathodia with a celebratory flair. A bunny appears out of his coat. Its body starts swelling as it devours the air. From the turmoil of lies and distrust, it gains additional power.
Flammy, confront it, light it up, conquer it, and make it burn.
I will. I know what my duty is.
Oh. Right, I forgot that they had like this mode. Swap a tenant.
A crime group? Just to my likings.
puppy wishes to come along.
Just like real dialogue.
I, priestess of the Uluru Games, and my friend, the Uluru Flame, both of us stand right here. We will not tell a lie or evade any questions. That's right, we stand right here. It's time we put an end to all these slanders, Mr. Makawa.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
An eye for an eye.
Oh, it starts with to clarify topic too.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Distance once.
Just as I know.
Feel its pain and know with regret.
Intriguing, isn't it?
A tooth for a tooth.
Хорошо.
Just like real dialogue.
Feel its pain and know with regret.
Zima is ebullient.
An eye for an eye. The law is above all else.
Safe distance.
There are reports of your arson. You set fire to a hospital, and thousands of human patients in there were almost killed. This is supposed to be an unforgivable felony, yet you are still standing here. Did you bribe the officers to get away, Miss Spathadia?
First, please be careful of your wording, Mr. Makawa. That was not arson. It was an accident caused by the instability of my arcane skill. It was awakening at the time, and things like this happen to most arcanists.
Second, we didn't cause any injuries or burn the hospital. Only a clinic was slightly burned in the accident. We have paid for the damage already. Besides, the revival squad has promised they will do volunteer work for the hospital every Saturday afternoon as an apology.
Good for you.
Okay, we can seal it.
Off thou go.
Calm down.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Mia była by szczęścia. Szczęścia pomogło.
Uh-oh.
Alice, calm down. The bunyip is weakened. Now go for it, Flammy.
Everyone here is exhausted from the journey to the desert. We're suffering from the heat and the thirst. So why don't you open this gate for us? Is your golden gate too good for the tickets we paid for? Are you shutting us out?
Tickets you paid for? Are you sure the Uluru Games has ever sold any tickets? Guys, please check your tickets and compare them to each other's. I believe they have different sizes, textures, and printing methods, which indicate they come from different producers. That's right. If you know the local gangs well, now you should realize the staff who brought you here and those marshalling the crowds include some familiar faces. They are Tommy, Jackson, and Cameron, gangsters from the Eucalyptus Brotherhood who made their first pot of gold by selling fake tickets. And you, Mr. Makawa, speak for them.
for an
Intriguing, isn't it?
eye. A tooth for a tooth.
Хорошо.
Noble or lowly. Sin
Just
shall
like
be
real
punished.
diamonds.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
It's just great.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
An eye for an eye.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Noble or lowly. Sin shall be punished.
Off thou go. Off thou go.
Time to wake up, gentlemen.
A safe distance.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
Хорошо.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
A tooth for a tooth.
Zima is ebullient.
Feeleth pain and knoweth regret. Resistance is futile.
Okay.
Intriguing,
An
isn't
eye
it?
for an eye.
The puppy agreed with your decision.
Just like real diamonds.
The law is above all else. Resistance is futile.
Violence is not good.
Okay, so still have my buff.
Calm down.
Glad to be of service, my lady. Intriguing, isn't it?
Mia była by szczęścia. Nieszczęście pomogło.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
It's just great.
Bravo! Glad to be of service, my lady.
Хорошо.
Intriguing, isn't it? Sadly, these are counterfeits.
A safe distance.
Just as I would.
A tooth for a tooth.
Zima is ebullient.
Feeleth pain and knoweth regret.
Violence is not good.
Hmm.
An eye for an eye.
Хорошо, calm down.
Time to wake up, gentlemen.
Distance lens. Не было бы счастья. Счастье помогло.
Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
Resistance is futile.
So I guess shuffle. Nice.
A tooth for a tooth.
Off thou go.
The law is above all else.
It's just greedy.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Neat. Okay, salvage diamond bullet.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
A tooth for a tooth.
Intriguing, isn't it?
An eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth.
Bravo!
The law is above all else.
Glad to be of service, my lady. Sadly, these are counterfeits. Watch my clothes. Intriguing, isn't it?
Хорошо.
Glad to be of service, my lady. Sadly, these are counterfeits.
A safe distance.
Just as I would.
Violence is
Resistance
not
is
good.
futile.
I don't need to heal right now.
Intriguing.
The
Time to wake up,
buff
gentlemen.
and then the ult. Like
Glad to be of service.
buff
Time
and
to
then
wake
the
up, gentlemen.
ult, and then
An eye for an eye.
Sadly, these are counterfeits. Fragrance and dazzle can easily confuse one's vision. I'm sorry for you.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
okay. Oh shit!
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
That's holy shit. That's like actually big damage. What?
A tooth for a tooth.
Off thou go.
Glad to be of service, my lady.
A safe distance.
The law is above all else. Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Bravo!
They just need a bit more.
An eye for an eye.
Calm down.
Intriguing, isn't it?
A tooth for a tooth, noble or lowly. Sin shall be
Необдуманное
punished.
счастье. Счастье помогло.
Just as I knew.
Isha.
No. No way.
That took me 20 rounds.
Darn it. Well, yeah, you got a silver tongue. Your words are indeed clear, logical, and reasonable. But how are you going to deny what you said in the photos? You wanted no humans in the stadium, and you held a grudge and a prejudice against them. There is no doubt that those words came out of your mouth. Your eloquence won't change the fact. Yes, the fact. The fact that is 100% true. You can't deny it.
Now, to divide the spoils. Or should I say...
You were right, Mr. McElroy. I did say that. I take responsibility for every word heard in that photo. But people, listen to me!
No, wait, it's a cutscene.
Those words are wrong. So am I. I am a fool, an idiot, the stinkiest rotten egg in the kitchen. I've seen countless humans on my way here, from Melbourne to Alice Springs, and then Uluru. I've met the construction team from Laplace, the receptionist at City Hall, considerate doctors, and my first human friend. My good friend. In the past, I saw humans as the other kind. I thought they were unreasonable, cruel people who deceive others with bureaucratic jargon. But now, when I think of humans, I am reminded of my friend. My gentle, brave, smart, selfless, clumsy human friend.
What are you going to...
Confront it, light it up, conquer it, and make it burn for you.
The flame lit by Ulu burns all the way to a crawling bunyip. In an instant, the only thing left on the red soil is burned ashes. The bunyip didn't even make a sound. The rest of the bunyip scatter, fleeing into the crowds and corners, causing a chorus of screams.
And I'm willing to believe everyone here loves sports as much as I do. I must apologize for being an idiot with such a narrow view. I'm sorry. Now, I hope everyone can enjoy pure sports and have fun sweating. Those of you who have tickets, please enter the stadium in order. Those of you with no tickets, you can buy one from Miss Desert Flannel for just $1. I hereby declare the opening of the Uluru Games.
The gate is already open. Flammy puts her arms in the air as the crowd cheers.
Everyone is welcome.
Damn it! Oh, come! The source has confirmed the rift between them. Run! If I'm fast enough, there's still a chance.
Grabbing the camera tightly, McElroy and his team hurry out of the crowd in a panic.
Or maybe you don't deserve that chance at all.
A wall of people stand at the exit.
We've got a helping hand.
More than one hand. Aha! This is what we call the Hammer of Justice.
Take that, you little long-tongued pig! I will pull your tongue out through one of your eye sockets! You should have known better than to mess with me!
Yeah, it took too long, right? Hold on, let me read the... Clear the rounds for the 15 round. Clear the stage for the 15 rounds. Yep. I'm just gonna get that off stream.
The audience are all seated. No stampede or jostle, not to mention injury.
All the human athletes have registered, and their mixed sporting events with the Arcanist athletes have been properly planned and are ready to start in 3 days.
I'm done. I can't even move a finger right now.
Come on, Flammy. It's our turn. Again, we walk on this glorious path together, Ulu. Run. Get yourself running, child. Light up the Uluru torch, as you have promised. As I have promised.
Her ribs trembled excitedly as Pathodia's heart flutters like a bird now flapping its wings to fly away. Tired as her body is, the way Pathodia runs is as lively as her heart.
I am running, even though the day I last ran here was 1,000 years ago. It feels just like yesterday to me. I went across the long track, stepping on the burning red soil. I'm sweating, like a sparkling star. I am going to the top of the stadium to light up the torch. Ulu? Ulu! Have I grown up as you wish? Am I new and different now?
Cheers, songs, whistles, and clicks encourage the girl forward. She runs as fast as she can, calling out,
This is just the moment of my life, but I know you've waited 1,000,000 days and nights for it. I want you to be proud. I want you to be happy. My friend, my dear friend. You are already my Flammy, but you are actually more than that. You are also my Spathadia, my little girl. You have grown up as I have dreamt of countless times. The snakes here didn't lay a single tooth on you. Both your body and mind are intact.
Oh.
Hey, what's that? The Uluru flame is dropping water.
oh, she's crying. The flame is put out by her tears. The little priestess stops running subconsciously, which makes her lose balance. She falls forward to the ground.
Flame! The Uluru flame, it's... It's the kid of Laplace!
The flame that revives burning in their joined hands, feeling warm and comfortable. Ezra finally hears the people's cheers as he looks around at a loss.
We did it! The opening ceremony took place just as we planned.
Yes! We made it! Thank you, Ezra!
Spathadia holds the weak Uluru gently while holding the boy in her arms.
The flame is burning in your hand. You share the same thought, don't you? It wouldn't have burned on you if you weren't wishing for the game sincerely.
Yes, I do. I want it to be a successful event. It's important to you, and so to us now.
With a smile on his face, Ezra holds Spatadia's hand and lifts it up in the air.
Mankind and Arcanists who are here with us or following the event through radio, TV, or internet, I invite you to witness the blazing of the Uluru torch. She is Ulu, the noble spirit of peace, hard work, and competition. In the past thousands of years, the holy fire has been to the highest mountain and touched the rocks in the deepest sea, taking the peace and all other noble qualities to every corner of this world. It was also brought out of this world into space by rockets and traveled among the stars. From ships to spaceships, from one hand to another, it has journeyed far.
And now, for the first time, the torch to be lit has come to the flame. The flame is burning in the joint hands of human and Arcanus.
We hereby swear we shall forget the hatred, conflict, turbulence, and chaos of the past. We shall run in the name of sportsmanship. We shall walk in the original form of men. We shall compete against each other, not for victory, but for participation.
Oh, okay. Just like the actual last stage. Story segment, rather.
So, did Miss Desert Funnel go to the hospital to visit Mr. Makua?
Yeah, she bought all the magazines with that photo and brought them to... Oh, wait. I guess you don't know the story between Desert Flannel and Makua.
No idea. I was in my room pondering what happened that day. Don't look at me like that. I've told you I'll never repeat that story again. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter if I never had the chance of hearing it. It's just a story.
It's very hard to disappoint a child like that. Throwing her hands in the air, Desert Flannel declares her defeat. She makes some space and pats the seat beside her.
Fine, I will. I will tell it to you. Come over here, kid. You are so kind.
Oh, we also get to hear it. Ezra sits beside Desert Flannel and waits like a quiet kitten.
You must all know that I have many jobs. These part-time jobs eat away most of my time, but the clients who gave me these jobs never let me go home empty-handed. If you were me, you'd know that if you are willing enough to take as many jobs as possible, you'd meet some strange clients. Like going to a school day pretending to be someone's mum, or braiding the hair of a punk hound in 302 pigtails for a blind man.
Shit.
Or waiting for a rare bird at midnight, carrying a camera which was expensive enough to pay for my apartment.
I know. Sometimes my colleagues in the class would also hire others to help collect information they need. But if we have the time, most of us would prefer to take a walk in the forest and try our luck.
Yes, that's exactly what my client said. He paid me well for the job. So generous that I stared at the dark and waited for that pink torch hummingbird to show up, despite my bloodshot eyes. 1 day, 2 days, and 3 days passed. I didn't even see anything like it. But I saw a wonder beast, just as extraordinary as the hummingbird.
Pausing for a second, Desert Flannel takes a deep breath.
A pink glittering platypus.
Pink, glittering platypus?
It's pink and it's glittering. And who knows whether pink torch hummingbird is a strange nickname for that platypus. Of course I have to take a picture of it. But you know, a bird lover won't need a picture of a platypus. So I sold it to Kidding Fun, a children's magazine. What happened next should be very evident to you, if you read enough bad novels.
Is that...
Yes, that's right. That platypus was Makua, who took the transformation potion.
Ah, but why would he do that?
Perhaps he was looking for some fun, or maybe it was an accident? Anyway, according to him, someone pulled out a prank on him, and it was definitely not his own choosing. He quit his job the moment that picture was published. He left his friends and family and became a revenger, striving to put me into a miserable situation just like what he has gone through. So this time, after I made this fortune, I bought the apartment and every copy of that issue of the magazine.
Were you planning to sell them all to Mr. Makua?
No, of course not. Who do you think I am? I picked him up at the hospital, took him somewhere quiet, and burnt all the magazines in front of him.
Oh.
He was, oh my gosh, crying so loud. That was pleasant to hear.
On the other side of the curtain, a young female voice interrupts the conversation.
Ms. Desert Flannel, Ms. Fathadia, and Mr. Ezra, the interview is ready to start. Please follow me to the stage.
Ah, yes. In a minute.
The kids move before Desert Flannel does. Spathadia gets closer to Ezra and asks a question quietly.
Did you get the ending of the story? No, not really. So there is something neither Arcanists nor humans can understand. Perhaps we can ask Vertin later. She's a bit older than us, but she's not here today. I think she went to the stadium with Miss Ulu. The gold-swallowing crowd, the apocalyptic hedonism, and the adventure on the island of numbers. So this is what the world has become when I was in slumber for all these years. I have experienced countless rains, and have even seen the rainbow above Uluru, but I've never seen anything like the storm. I can't believe it just changed everything so easily.
But the Uluru Stadium is still here. I know there are spots with mysterious power in this world. They can provide a slim chance of survival in the storm. And the stadium is exactly one of them. Such a place will be desired by different forces one day. It's just a matter of time.
Like the Manus Vindictae you talked about. To them, the Uluru Stadium is like a piece of meat to a hungry wolf.
That's right. The Foundation has already launched the Uluru Guarding Project. It will be a long-term mission and involves a heavy workload, and the Australia branch doesn't have enough manpower for it. Fortunately, a lot of people went to the visitor window of the branch.
They are worried about the stadium?
Yes, a lot. They volunteered to station here to protect it, even at the cost of their own time and effort. They have built the Uluru Guardians, which consist of 31 Arcanists and 29 humans. There are doctors, writers, taxi drivers, newsstand owners, and so on. And they are all among the audience of the games.
You made it, child. This is indeed a brand new beginning.
That's why I want to keep it here.
The giant rock which the bunyip turned into has become a worm on the red soil of Uluru. No more wet, cold question or doubt. The strokes carved out by gravel and fire run down from bunyip's spine to both sides of its body. At the end of each ridge, words are inscribed, turning the rock into a monument.
In the name of sportsmanship.
We shall walk in the original form of men.
We shall compete against each other, not for victory, but for participation.
By both human and arcanist.
No matter how many times the storm reshapes the world from top to bottom, no matter how the times or the lifestyle change, no matter how ignorant people become, whenever they open the gate to the Uluru Stadium again, they will remember the spirit and faith it has been conveying. Things will change in the unstoppable river of time, yet the Uluru Stadium shall remain forever.
Alright. That's the end of Revival of the Uluru games, like main story. We do have UTTU, but I don't think I can ever like do the challenge mode ever. I think this is the replay, the trailer, right? Like the opening scene. I already have this. The carrier has 2 or more positive status buffs. Damage dealt +8 when attacking. And carrier uses a buff incantation. Gain attack plus 2%. Stacks up 2 times. Oh. Meow. Yep. yeah, that was everything. It did like take us like much shorter time to like finish everything. Man, I don't think I'm gonna go back to like, because you know I just realized it's probably taking a screenshot, like the cinematic screenshot is probably gonna be spoilers for it, but you know people still haven't like played the event. There's still like a little more, like more than a week until the end of the event, or like the next patch. This Okay, I just realized how would I describe the Uluru games like story. I think it's the more simple way to describe it. It's probably a coming of age story of some sort. Is yeah, Spathalia has to grow up from, you know, being childish and stuff. And yeah, I think that's all for today's stream. Next stream is definitely gonna be Valkyrie Chronicles 4. We need to like finish like the story, and I'm still like actually preparing a couple of thumbnails for my next like streams that I want to do. So I guess that's all I can say for now. Zett is out dyan